Hey everybody, you're watching the Christiana 321. I'm the Christiana, and today is Vlogmas Day 14. How's it going, 14? Yeah. As soon as I take my hand away, she taps it. That's how she lets me know that she's not done being pet. It's very, very cute. Am I covering um, a brand that I don't want to show on YouTube? Yes. Yes, I am. You guys, okay. We're just gonna have a cozy talk. This is Chris Mouse. This is a giant stuffed mouse that I got when I was a very small child. Um, like I think I was the size of the mouse when I was young. Um, or whenever I got it, and so I got Chris Mouse for Christiana Mouse and Christmas, and my older sister got Mary Mouse. So it's Mary and Chris Mouse. Merry Christmas. You get it. You can also see back here one of my nutcrackers. Growing up, we had a tradition where every year we would buy or we would get given, or we would buy, I don't remember, a nutcracker. So each of us had one. And then uh, when decorating for Christmas, we would put all of the nutcrackers in front of the fireplace to guard the fireplace. Yes, you're very cute. Which was always a lot of fun. We also had a tradition of um, we would get new ornaments every year. Um, both that we would buy, except this one, it was not as much of a tradition for us to. Wait, you okay? It wasn't as much of a tradition for us to buy our own ornaments every year, but my grandma would give us a new ornament every year, and I have several of them still. Unfortunately, because my family moved a lot growing up, some just got lost or broken over the years. Or what I also think happened was because there were so many ornaments between my sisters and myself that my older sister, who moved up first, probably maybe ended up with some that were mine. And also, my little sister, I think, also may have ended up with some that were mine because even though I've moved out for a long time, I didn't have my own, or I didn't decorate my living space for Christmas. So I just, yeah, I let all of them stay with my parents so they could have ornaments on their tree. Cause I also kind of felt bad that whenever we moved out, they lost all of their Christmas decorations. But maybe they wanted to lose all of the Christmas decorations so that they could decorate like with their new style. They had some very old Christmas ornaments and everything on their tree from before any of us kiddos were born. I'm trying to think of what other traditions that we had. We would go to church service usually on Christmas Eve. Um, and then where we lived most recently, when all three kids were at home, the bedrooms were split. So my little sister had a bedroom on the first floor, and me and my older sister had a bedroom on the second floor. Um, and the stairs and the living space were in between. So in order to stop one of us from peeking because we woke up before the others, we would on Christmas Eve spend the night all in one room, which I hated because I'm not good at sharing a room with anybody. I can't fall asleep if there are other people in the room usually. Um, we would so sometimes I would still sleep on my own. I definitely couldn't sleep in the same bed as them. Like it was a huge bed, but older sister and little sister would share the bed, and I would just sleep on the floor because that was easier for me to actually fall asleep than trying to sleep in the same under the same covers as them. Uh, so we would do that. Then Christmas morning we would wake up. Aaron, you don't have to tell people that you woke up. Everybody does that every single day. Like, people just know. They'll assume that you woke up. Anyway, so in the morning we would wake up. Oh, I forgot. Christmas Eve, we would usually get to open one present, and it would usually be Christmas pajamas. So we'd wear those to bed Christmas Eve. So Christmas morning, we'd be wearing matching pajamas sometimes, and um, we would do our stockings first while my mom finished making breakfast. And, well, she would see us do the stockings, but breakfast, I think, was probably in the oven or something. We would do, we didn't always do this, but at a certain point, we started making monkey bread every year for breakfast on Christmas Eve, or on Christmas, um, which is so good. I love cinnamon sugar stuff, cinnamon rolls, all of that. This year, though, my mom found a TikTok recipe for something that would be the same flavors and everything as monkey bread, but would be a little bit easier to bake. Anyway, I'm excited. Um, so we'd wake up, we would do that, or we would do stockings, we would do the monkey bread, and then we'd spend basically like the next couple of hours opening presents because we would do presents one at a time and we'd go in a circle so that everybody could see what everybody else got. And I love that. Whenever I see Christmas movies where each of the kids just, you know, runs amok and does all of their presents on their own, it kind of makes me sad. I like having one present at a time and getting to like see it and treasure it and everything. It does make it a little bit awkward if you don't have the same number of presents as other people. 'Cause as a grown up, um, I mentioned in a previous Vlogmas that my family, does it where each adult only buys one other adult a present. It's the quickest way I can describe it. So I'd get a couple of presents from my niece and nephew, and then one other present, and then everybody else had like a million presents, which was fine. It was a little bit awkward, but mostly I just want to see my niece and nephew, now nieces and nephew, open their presents, um, the nibblings, all of them together. Um, I'm very excited. There's some good ones. There's some that aren't that like great, and also, um, there's just so many. Why did I went overboard for real, for real, for real. I still need to get one more present. I ordered something online for this nibbling, but I just found out that it's not gonna get here until after Christmas, and so I need to find a replacement present. I mean, I was so good at buying all of the presents ahead of time, and then this one, I decided last minute to change what I was doing. Anyway, so then we unwrap our presents and we all hang out. We do a big Christmas, like, dinner, like a 3 o'clock dinner kind of thing. And we just kind of have snacks before that, so we don't do an official lunch. We do a big breakfast, then snacks, and then a big dinner. Um, and then at some point, I don't remember exactly what age I was, I started being allowed to have the tiniest little sip of wine with dinner, but my parents have terrible taste in wine, so it was not good. I'm sorry, mom and dad, if you're watching this. Why do you just like not like yourselves? I could be wrong and it might be an acquired taste kind of thing. Because I used to feel the same way about beer just all beer. Now there's a couple of beers that I'm okay with. Spotted Cow here in Wisconsin, delicious. Anyway, um, but now like I like wine. I still don't think that I would like theirs. Although maybe I would change my mind because I don't think that I've really tried their preferred wines. No, I have. They're not good. Sorry, they're just not. Anyway, um, I tend to go for a Merlot. That's kind of my go-to for wines. It's got to be dry but a little sweet, but mostly dry, which is a terrible way to describe a beverage because they're supposed to be liquid, and liquid is wet. Anyway, then there's a few movies that we watch. We normally, I say normally, these the movies that we watch have not been as consistent. So some of our classics that we do, they used to do the thing where they played Christmas Story for 24 hours on TNT, was it? I don't know. But so we'd have that going in the background on and off throughout the day. Then we started doing just like having a roaring fire in there because in Georgia it's way too hot to just have a regular fire. Although where they live now it is a little bit colder, so I think sometimes we just do like a regular fire. And then so Christmas Story is a big one for us. Nightmare Before Christmas. I know, controversial, but it is a Christmas movie. It's got Santa in it. White Christmas, really big one. I feel like I'm forgetting some. But those I think are the big ones, especially recently that we've been watching. Um, but yeah, those are all the Christmas traditions that I can think of that we would do every year. And some of those I want to continue into like my adult life. And I do continue into my adult life. I bought Christmas pajamas for me and John. I don't know if he will allow pictures in them, um, but if I do, I'll post them to my Instagram. And I forget what else. Ornaments, advent calendars. I really want us to go see the Nutcracker. There's a bunch of different versions of it up here between like ballet. There's a place called the Payne Mansion, which it's just a cozy chat. Oh my gosh, the Payne Mansion is this huge mansion in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I was going to say Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I don't know why. Just go a little Sean Connery. Anywho, they do like this thing where you walk through the mansion, and as you're walking through, there are actors and actresses playing out different scenes in the different rooms that you're walking through, which I've heard about for the last 2 years, and I just have not been able to go because I never buy tickets early enough. So I probably won't be able to go this time either, especially because I've already spent a lot of money recently on Christmas presents and some other cool things. There's this one that I'm so excited about. It wasn't really meant to be a Christmas present, but because I know John also goes crazy on Christmas, I'm holding on to it in case I want it to be a Christmas present until I find out how many how many presents each of us has bought. He's got me worried because I've told him my number and he just keeps saying that, "Oh, I found some more presents today. Oh, I found some more presents today." I don't have any idea even like the scale of magnitude of what he's got. Oh jeez. So, but if he did go overboard, this thing that I'm holding on to as maybe a present is a big one. So it could count as like 2 or 3 presents. I'm so excited. All right. Hopefully tomorrow we will finally get to film um, this video that I've been trying to film basically all week. That is a competition between John and myself. Um, that is Christmas related. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Good night, sweet dreams.